Hello everybody and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. We are headed to the Starforge. So like, comment, and subscribe, and let's do this thing. I'm going to go see if there are any upgrades that can be applied, and then we're going to hit it, so transition. Alright, I hope that I achieved the thing. It is hard to say. I think I'm as ready as I'm going to be. Let's head for the Starforge. Like, comment, and subscribe. It all comes down to this. I don't know how many episodes it's going to take to get through the Starforge, and I don't know how many times I'm going to fail. But we will find out.
The Republic fleet must have gotten the message I sent as we were crashing into that planet. I'm picking up the transmission from them now.
This is Admiral Fawn Dodonna to the Ebon Hawk.
Dodonna.
Admiral Dodonna, this is Carthanasi. We're receiving your transmission.
Carth, I'm glad to see you're still alive. We've begun our assault on the Starforge, but we're taking heavy losses. How did the Sith ever manage to build something of this scope?
The Starforge wasn't constructed by the Sith, Admiral. We don't have time for me to fully explain it, but that space station is far older than you can imagine.
Maybe we should pull the fleet back and retreat. I don't know if we have the firepower to go up against this alien technology.
You can't do that, Admiral. The Starforge is a factory of immense power. It's been churning out the capital ships, snub fighters, and assault droids that have powered the Sith war effort. You have to destroy the Starforge now, or you'll be fighting an unending wave of reinforcements.
Then I guess we have no choice. But it isn't going to be easy.
Yeah, that right.
I can't even get our capital ships into position to start bombarding the Starforge. The Sith fleet is too well organized. It's like they can guess our every move and counter our every strategy.
It's because of Bastilla, Admiral. She turned to the dark side and became Malak's apprentice. We suspect she's somewhere on that space station right now, using her battle meditation against you and your fleet.
This is Master Vandor. A number of Jedi Knights have joined our fleet under his command.
If Bastilla is using her power to augment the Sith, then Malak's fleet is invincible. Our only hope is to somehow stop Bastilla from using her battle meditation.
How can we do that if she's on the space station?
I will send a squadron of Jedi Knights to the Starforge to find Bastilla. Their small ships will be able to fly through the Sith blockade and dock on the space station. If they can find Bastilla, they may be able to distract her attention from the battle overhead. That should allow you to move your capital ships into position for a final assault on the Starforge itself.
I hate to ask this after all you've done, Carth, but the Jedi may need all the help they can get.
Don't worry, Admiral. The Ebon Hawk and her crew are gonna see this through to the end.
And may the Force be with you.
Here we go. Well, there goes at least one Jedi, two Jedi. Oh, a couple of them made it. So there's at least 2 extra Jedi, and then the 3 on my ship. Oh, it looks like I got a final chance to talk to people.
Got something on your mind, do you?
When did you go to Kishi?
Oh, that was not
Oh,
until
he's got a
many
little
years
bit more.
later, to tell the truth. I spent quite some time wandering the galaxy.
The Jedi let you go?
Why wouldn't they? I had refused my promotion to Jedi. I was a Padawan who had left the Order, nothing more. I traveled from one civilized system to the next, never staying long. I don't even think I knew what I was searching for. It wasn't as if my travels were pleasant either. There were plenty of folks who distrusted the Jedi after the war, or worse.
What could be worse?
If people weren't treating me with suspicion, they were looking at me with greed. I don't know how many thought they could make use of me for their own ends. I got so sick of the treachery and deceit. I left the civilized parts of the galaxy and headed instead for the uncivilized parts.
So that's when you went to Kashyyyk.
Actually, I was on my way somewhere else when I crash-landed on Kashyyyk. The ship I was using was a rust bucket.
You survived.
I'd taken some damage passing through an unexpected asteroid field, as I recall, but I wasn't completely without some systems. I could still guide her a bit when I crashed. It wasn't what I would call the smoothest landing, especially considering I ended up smack in the depths of the Shadowlands. But I lived.
Why didn't you just fix the ship?
I'm no mechanic, and besides, after you plunge nose first in the trunk of a 5-kilometer-high tree, chances are you don't have much ship left.
So you stayed.
Sure, why not? It seemed like an interesting enough place to spend a couple of decades exploring.
How did you survive the Shadowlands?
That was a challenge at first. You've seen the kind of creatures that exist down there, and you miss the really big ones. I was still able to rely on the Force to keep me safe for the most part. The rest of the trick is keeping out of the way of most of the predators.
Couldn't have been easy.
No, that's true. Still, most of the creatures grew accustomed to me, and I to them. At least none of them ever heard of a Jedi.
And the Wookiees didn't mind?
Oh, they did at first, oh yes. I can't say I was overly pleased to encounter a group of indigenous giant carpets either, I can assure you of that.
You seemed on fairly peaceful terms.
Well, that was after 2 decades of helping them. They certainly didn't trust me at first.
You helped them.
When I could, I would assist a few young ones who would get lost in the Shadowlands or attacked unexpectedly by the wildlife. I must say, for a while there, the Wookiees actually thought I was some kind of benevolent forest god. Amusing, really. I set them straight eventually.
Why didn't you stop the slavery?
At first, when the slavers took to hunting down lone Wookiees in the fringes of the Shadowlands, I did my best to divert them. Later, when Shundar made his deal, I didn't see any point. I wasn't here to save them from their own sad follies, after all.
Wasn't it all a bit primitive?
Not really. Kashyyyk is a place you can feel very small in. It felt good to devote my time to helping people and living simply.
You didn't receive any news from the outside?
What can I say? I did it all for the Wookiees.
The Wookiees.
The Wookiees. Well, okay, maybe I needed some time on a quiet and remote planet, but if you ever need a friend, an incredibly strong hairball isn't a bad call.
I don't know, my Wookiee doesn't like me. You sound quite fond of them.
I suppose I am in a way, despite the smell. For a race of gardeners, they've developed quite interestingly.
Gardeners?
You remember the alien computer, correct? Kashyyyk was meant to be an agricultural planet. The Wookiees were made for a reason. Or at least that's what I'm thinking. But I'm an old man who's had a long time to develop that opinion, so don't argue with me. At any rate, we should be moving along, don't you think? If you sat around this long in the Shadowlands, a tack would eat you.
So is that it then for... No, there is more for that. These are the only active quests. So it doesn't look like I'm gonna finish Jolie's. Is Canderous on his last bit?
This looks like the end of our partnership. The battle we fight here will change the face of the galaxy. You, Revan, are the single greatest warrior of this age, and any battle we fight will bring me honor. I'll stay by your side through anything. I don't think I'm ready to give up this life of mine. This life of fighting. Not quite yet. We have things we need to do here. I'm your man until the end, whatever path you take.
So does that finish Canderous? That finishes Canderous.
This looks like the end. I don't
even get to say anything else to him, okay.
Statement. HK-47 is... As...
Okay, I'm gonna take Canderous and Karth with me. As much as I want to take Jolie, Canderous and Karth are kind of my favorite guys here. Candace has a lot of level ups available. Let's get a foothold on the Starforge here. Secure a room.
You made it. Several Jedi have already gone ahead
more
into
than
the
I thought.
Starforge. We have to strike while we still have the element of surprise. If we don't stop Bastilla from using her battle meditation, the entire Republic fleet will be wiped out. Come on, before they...
Here we go.
Damn! So much for catching them unprepared. We'll deal with these Sith. You get into the Starforge and find Bastilla. Hurry!
I don't think it's going very well. Come on, Jedi! Oh, hi. I feel like the more assistance we can get, the better. Okay, we've got a foothold on the ship. Let's secure the area. I want to see this whole map. So that's an elevator. Jedi Knight got close. The Ebon Hawk elevator, what's this? Just a door. Definitely a hallway behind it. They both got level ups ready to go, so let's not be afraid to use them as we fight here. So there's an elevator and there's a door. Let's not change floors just yet. Everyone's playing games tonight and popping in. That one I can't hide as easily. So at least get out of this first map. It was a trap. Okay. You look like
Lord
Bandit.
Malak, a team of Jedi have penetrated our defenses. Their fighters have landed on the Starforge.
This is not unexpected. The Jedi are formidable opponents. Send the Starforge's battle droids to deal with them.
Lord Malak, forgive me, but how can mere droids be a match for the Jedi?
You underestimate the power of the Starforge's droid army. Dispatch the droids.
Of course, Lord Malak. The Jedi have invaded the Starforge. Destroy them. Destroy them all.
Looks like an ambush, folks. Hitting both droids at once.
How'd you like that?
Alright. Malak has sent his first wave. Lots of paths. Alright, so here's what I kind of know about what I'm walking into, is we're going to be in an absolute slugfest of fights. They recommend saving often and healing often. And by that I mean everybody I've spoken to about this. Recommend to save often and heal often. My awareness is not high enough to see all of these. This time I didn't explode. It's going pretty well. The cost on the Force to use Destroy Droid is not very high. I wonder if this all loops together. What a set piece. Oh. There's trouble up ahead, my friends. What else do I have? Heal, energy resistance. I do have Force immunity. That's gonna be big. I assume these Jedi are no match. Why do I get the feeling these guys are gonna be at full health despite this fight?
More victims for us to slaughter.
Oh. You're not looking too sharp. These ones are looking a little bit healthier. Cover me, friends, cover me. Collect everything we can from them. What a complex setup we've got going on here. That credits helps me very much at the moment. We might as well be as thorough as we can be. Let's save. Once we clear this map area, we'll stop this first episode of the assault on the Starforge. So I have to go all the way back to open that? I'll do it. Nope, restricted by armor. Transition. I'm gonna guess that the right will continue to be a dud, so we're gonna get it out of the way first. I usually go left in games anyway, and it seems to want the left side, so... Or they're doing it back and forth, and this side will actually do something now. I actually see two Dark Jedi, so... How's it going?
You asked for this!
Good keeping me covered, guys. Deck 2. So it is going back and forth. Let's clear left, and then we will call this video with one side clear of the first deck. Well, no, it'd be the first deck cleared on my path to Lord Malak. I have this Black Series figure somewhere behind me. It's very cool. I know Malgus gets far more attention, and Nihilus as well. And I absolutely adore Malak as a villain, so it gets me excited to see what they're like in KOTOR 2. Because I like Malak so much. I'm going to die. we do gotta watch the health a little bit closer, I would say. Let's get back to full recharge force. Do these both lead to deck 2? Oh, they do? Okay. Well, there's no point in doubling back, but I'm going to end this video here and get my force recharged for the next push. So thank you, everybody, so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. May the force be with you, and bye for now.